Let's talk about Jordan. A place of a UNESCO site, one of the World Heritage Sites, is Petra. This is absolutely beautiful. Down a long, winding canyon that you'll walk if you wish, or ride even more adventurous, some carriages down, and you come out into an open view of an ancient library of Petra and the treasury of Petra and the of this ancient civilization. It's absolutely gorgeous. Jordan is full of history, biblical history. You have Wadi Rum, where the Israelites wandered for those many, many years as they were trying to make their way into a promised land or Canaan, uh, with um, with Moses first, and then of course it became Joshua who brought them into the promised land. Um, the Jordan River that just borders Israel and Jordan. As you look at it, maybe you've envisioned it this way. It's quite small, a little bit muddy, but when you think of course, the place of the crossing of the Israelites, Beth Bara, the place of crossing, where Jesus was baptized of John, and then I think of the Old Testament story in Jordan at the Jordan River when Naaman the leper was a great Syrian general, was baptized, and proud, but yet a leper, which was a death sentence. And yet a young servant of his said, Father, had the prophet asked you to do a great thing, would thou have not done it? And he eventually convinces him, this leper who has a death sentence, to dip himself 7 times in the Jordan River. And I picture it as he's going down in this muddy water, coming up, looking at his body. And the way I picture is that he was still leprous. And he went down a second time as he manifests his faith. He came up and he was still leprous, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth. But he didn't stop, and he went down the 7th time. And the way I envision it is he came up totally, completely healed. I like to say it this way: in the lessons that we can learn from the Jordan River is, don't be a 6 dipper, but be a 7 dipper. And just a great history, the biblical history, and the great adventures and drama that we can learn of the Israelites as they were in Jordan. One last thing. One time I was in Amman. It's a wonderful place, just a lively city, just full of music and full of fun. I was at the hotel, and that night, as I was getting ready for bed, I heard drums and tambourines and singing and dancing. I looked out my window, and there was a wedding procession right there in the courtyard. These wonderful Jordanians, this couple is getting married, and what a wonderful experience, a cultural experience that you will not forget in this wonderful biblical land of Jordan.